again. Once more here with Daniel. We're gonna keep working with the top half guard position. Today we're gonna move more towards knee shield. So let's start already, people. Nice to see you. Moving the head sideways. Up and down. Circle the head of one. Both sides. The other arm. Hips, also both sides of one. Dropping on the floor. I'm gonna reach 10 times to the side. I'm gonna hip skate 10 times to the side of one. Third position. Been doing back set, left side. Hands and feet on the floor, pushing the leg through, turning to the other side, just loosening up the hip from one side to the other side, 10 times each side of one, and rolling over the shoulder, back and forth. Watch your hips, watch your hands, 5 times inside of one. And we're gonna move to the partner drills. Let's start, people. Okay, everyone, so before we start with today's position, I just wanna work with this exercise here that you guys are gonna be practicing with your partners. It's just basically a situation that some people call the cartwheel. Then I'm gonna go from one side to the other side, just so you guys can start getting the mobility for this for today's position. So what I'm gonna have right now is Dania turn towards me. I'm gonna be next to her. All right, she's not trying to do anything, just next to me. What I'm going to do, as I'm here on Dania's right side, I'm gonna bring my right shoulder over her hip. Okay, I'm gonna bring my arm across her hip. You can even bring my hand on the floor. And as I do that, I'm gonna be on my toes with my head in front of her hip. Okay? The other hand I'm gonna keep on the floor just to help me out. Okay, now I just wanna go all the way to the other side. Pay attention, people, when you land, even though you're on the mat, try not to land on your knees. Okay, guys? Try to land on your toes. So as I'm here, I'm gonna go on my toes. I'm gonna keep my weight on my shoulder and my hand. I'm gonna bring my leg over and I'm gonna move towards her back. As I get to this point, Dania's gonna turn towards me and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm on Dania's left side, so I'm gonna bring my left shoulder over the hip, my head in front of her hip, the other hand on the floor, elevate my butt, and here on my toes, I'm going to hop over, landing on my toes. I'm gonna bring my knees on the floor, and I'm gonna be next to Dania here. If you guys wanna do this by yourselves, you can use a pillow. It works the same way, okay? Just make sure, guys, that by the end, like any guard pass, you want to be crossed, okay? So when you're hopping, turn to me, Dania, please. When you start the movement, the head is here in front of the hip. You have the head across. When you hop, you're gonna be parallel to your opponent. You're not gonna be in the side control position. Okay, so again, I'm on Dania's right side, right shoulder on the floor. I'm gonna place the other hand on the floor, elevate my hip. I'm gonna be on my toes. I hop over, land on my toes. Dania turns to me, and I do the same. Elevate my hip from one side to the other side. Okay, guys, you guys can do that for 2-3 minutes. Don't need to be fast. I just want you guys to get this mobility so we can prepare ourselves for the next position. All right, let's see how this goes, people. Okay, everyone, so when we were working with the bottom half guard, we worked with knee shield, I don't know, for 1 week or something like this. And now we're gonna work with some passes. And people, I've talked about the knee shield before, right? I'm just gonna show this position upon request, but if you guys wanna see more options, check out, if I'm not mistaken, it's really close. It's the classes 14 and 16, okay? I showed how to pass the knee shield in, I guess, 4 different ways as well. Gi, no gi, attacking the foot. You guys can see the options over there, all right? So what is the deal here? So Daniel has the knee shield in place, and trying to pass this is very complicated, okay? Because we have to understand that regardless of the size difference, her legs are stronger than my arms. So trying to push her legs away, it's not gonna be easy to do, okay? So what can I do, especially here with the gi? Normally what I'm gonna have is Dania trying to engage in grips here with me. She's gonna be trying to get close, and I'm gonna use, so Dania's here, trapping my right leg, and I'm gonna use my left hand, and I'm gonna make a grip here on her collar, okay? I wanna bring here, thumb in, I'm gonna grab her on her collar, and I wanna keep this control. The second grip I wanna do is here on her leg, okay? And I'm gonna make this grip on her pants, and I'm gonna start pushing down. I know that Dania is going to be pushing her knee up, but we're gonna have this in here. So what I want to do, people, now that I have my grips in place, even if Dania is working her grips as well, we're gonna be here, I'm gonna be tight. I'm gonna start bringing my hip up. So I'm gonna place my knee that is on the floor here over the leg, and I'm gonna elevate the other leg as well. So I'm gonna have myself in this position. And now, people, passing forward is not an option because Dania is blocking. So instead of pointing my knee to the belly, I'm gonna point my knee towards my foot. And I'm going to slide my knee towards my foot until I end up in this position right here, okay? So if I have this position, people, the problem is if I try to go to Dania's side, Dania's gonna use her frames, her knee, and this is not gonna be an option for me. So I'm just gonna repeat the first exercise that we did. I'm gonna keep pushing her knee down, I'm gonna keep the grip, I'm gonna drop my head, I'm gonna move towards the back, and now I'm on side control, okay? So, one more time. Again, everyone, there are other options for the knee shield. If you guys are interested in other options, pretty sure class 14, 16. Check them out. You guys are gonna find some, some other passes. This one, what I'm going to do is take advantage of the fact, if I want to position myself up from here, also fine. I'm going to be here. I'm going to bring my knee here behind, between her legs. Okay, my knee was on the floor. I just brought up the other leg up, and I'm going to be fighting here. For Dania, this doesn't change that much. She's still blocking me here. So what I'm going to do, Dania's on my left, I'm gonna use the right hand, I'm gonna grab her collar, and I'm gonna keep this grip. The second hand, I'm gonna grab here, and I'm gonna start pushing her leg down. I know Dania's gonna push it up, so you're gonna have this fight right here. So my knee pointing to her is not gonna bring me anything. So I want to bring my knee towards my foot, and I wanna slide my leg out and elevate my hip, turning towards her. But if I try to go to her side right now, then it's gonna be pushing me. So instead of fighting on this side, I'm just going to hop over towards the other side, and I'm gonna have the guard pass. Okay? So people, of course, I'm showing step by step. In a more realistic scenario, this would be faster. So just showing how this would work in training or something like this, or in a fight, or whatever. So I'm gonna be here with Dania. I'm gonna set my grips, free my leg, hop over, and I'm already on the side control. Realize, people, that I just did this fast, but doing fast doesn't mean that I cut any of the steps, okay guys? I just connect the steps real quick so I could do this in less motions. But very important, people, check the explanation that we just saw step by step, so then you guys can speed up and do it a little bit faster. All right, let's train people. Okay, everyone, as usual, just working here with my partner. Daniel's on top for 3 minutes, trying to pass. Okay, she's setting her grips. I'm trying to set my grips. We're gonna be fine here, getting the control. If Daniel gets to the pass, back from the beginning. If Daniel gets swept, like I just did, back from the beginning. So people on top trying to pass, or get a submission that we saw. People on the bottom trying to get a sweep or a submission if you guys want, or taking the back is also a possibility. If you guys reach your goals, back from the beginning, 3 minutes, and then you guys switch. Take care, everyone. Hope you all are safe. Miss you all very much. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.